Hi everybody, thanks for tuning in to tonight's episode of Public Domain Theater. You know, many people have asked me, Paul, what makes a movie so bad it's good? And I say, that's a good question, insert name here. There are many things that any great bad movie needs to have. Bad acting, bad directing, bad writing, those are the obvious ones. Some also include bad cinematography, bad lighting, and bad musical scores. But then there are those that go the extra mile and include spiders on strings, costumed maniacs, and bad dubbing. I'm happy to announce that tonight's film has all of that and more. I give you Bloody Pit of Horror. For those of you who don't know, that means the words coming out of the actors' mouths do not match the movement that their mouths are making. And then some extra words are added in to hopefully match the timing of the initial dialogue. Sometimes it actually enhances the film, see anything with Jackie Chan. Sometimes it happens for no reason, see Alice Cooper's film Monster Dog, where all of the English-speaking actors were dubbed into Italian broken English. Or just take my word for it and watch this film. Bloody Pit of Horror was made in 1965 in Italy with its original title Il Boia Scarlatto and is based on the writings of notorious French libertine the Marquis de Sade. Director Massimo Pupillo, who's credited here as Max Hunter, creates such a technicolor dungeon that the bad guy, the Crimson Executioner, comes off like a third-rate Batman villain. I don't mean Christian Bale's angst-ridden Batman, I mean Adam West's Spanx-needing Batman. The credits may read filmed in Psychovision, but I believe that Cheese-O-Rama would have been more appropriate. Star Mickey Hargitay was married to silver screen bombshell Jane Mansfield, and they had 3 kids together, including Law & Order SUV star Mariska Hargitay. Mickey chews on every bit of scenery he possibly can. He injects some crazy, funny energy into the film, and I'm grateful that he did because the film's hero, Rick, played by Walter Brandi, billed as the more American-sounding Walter Brandt, is pretty ineffectual, and all of the women act as if they have been force-fed Xanax and pushed in front of the camera. The plot is fairly standard. A bunch of women are taken to a castle to be photographed for a series of horror novels. Once there, they discover that they are not alone. The castle's steward is a man who believes he is the reincarnation of a 17th century executioner. He then goes about killing his new guests in what I'm sure is meant to be disturbing scenes of death by torture in 1965, but come across today as laughable scenes of death by ketchup smears. The torture devices are not what made me laugh the most, though. There is a scene where one woman is posing for her shoot with a guillotine when there is a skip in the audio like it's recorded on a phonograph record. Ask your parents, kids. It continues for about a minute and plays the same notes over and over. It's like the sound guy went, screw it, we blew our audio budget hiring a new voice cast. Now, where's my grappa? If you don't have any grappa handy, don't worry. I'm sure you'll still enjoy tonight's film. Get your popcorn and your soda, make note of the nearest emergency exit, and switch off your cell phone or pager. Public Domain Theater is proud to present Mickey Hargitay, Walter Brandi, and Louisa Bratto, starring in Bloody Pit of Horror. I'm sorry I made you sit through that. I should have just told you to come back in an hour and 20 minutes and catch the plot wrap-up that Edith and Rick provided. Would have saved us some torture. There is one thing that they forgot to mention in their summation, though. Travis was so into the perfection of his body that he wolfed down buckets of Ultimate Nutrition muscle juice. He couldn't get enough of the stuff. The real cause of his death? Stomach cramps. The filmmaker and his cast never really shook the stigma of the Italian horror genre, although their names were Americanized in several different ways. Director Massimo Pepio not only went as Max Hunter, but also as Ralph Zucker. Walter Brandi was Walter Brandt, and then oddly re-Italianized his name as Walter Bagari. Louisa Bratto went as Louise Barrett and Liz Barrett with either one T or two Ts. As for the film star Mickey Hargitay, although he was born Miklos Hargitay, he changed it to Mickey when he began acting, and he remained Mickey for his entire career. And for his efforts, he will be forever known as Jane Mansfield's second husband and Mariska Hargitay's only dad. If you'd like to leave me a message, say hello, or suggest a film, you can contact me through Facebook, Public Domain Theater, Twitter @Cherokee_Jack, or YouTube, FL Warmer. Don't forget that you can see the live version of the show monthly. Public Domain Theater Live at Popcorn Noir in East Hampton, Massachusetts is a lot of fun. The movie is free and the food is excellent. Make sure to check out Popcorn Noir's website, www.easthamptonpopcorn.com, for showtimes. Until next week, this is Paul Fish saying, what an amazing, wonderful film that was. There are many things that make any great bad movie needs to have bad... Okay, can we go back to the... No, I missed something. It's better than having it going slow, but I messed up something.
I think you were doing a race. I think no one trying to screw you up on purpose.
No, it's moving like very jerkily for some reason. It's not really smooth at all. Quit moving it, jerky. See, this is why I should practice. And that Jane Mansfield was her mother. No, it's rumored that she was decapitated. What they actually found in the car was her wig. She was killed in the car crash, but she wasn't decapitated.
No, she wasn't.
No. Fun facts here on Public Domain Theater.